Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a pumpkin in Blender. So this is a very basic tutorial and it's perfect for Halloween. If you guys find this tutorial helpful, make sure to subscribe and like the video. And without further ado, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is add mesh UV sphere. Should look something like this. We're going to pop open this little panel right here. And under segments, I'm going to change it to 25. What that does is change the rings we want on our pumpkin. You guys can customize it however high or low poly you want it. So if you want a simpler pumpkin, maybe lower it to 10 or 15. Next thing we're going to do is go into edit mode by pressing tab. And we're going to go up here and we're going to edge select. And what we're going to do is hold Alt, right click, and Shift and select every other edge. Just like this. All the way around the pumpkin. Next thing you're going to do is press Alt S and scale it up or down. Either way, it doesn't matter. And that creates the ridges of our pumpkin for us. Next thing we're going to do is set the shading to smooth. So go to face, shade smooth. And we're going to alt right click all the edges pointing out like this. And we're going to go to edge and then we're going to mark them as sharp. For extra detail, you can go around and select the inner ones as well, like this. Just alt right click still. Go to edge, mark sharp, and it'll mark those sharp as well. Next thing we're going to do is go to right here to the object data properties. We're going to go to normals and we're going to turn on auto smooth. Just like that. Next you can scale up your pumpkin, make it taller, thinner, whatever you want until you get the perfect pumpkin shape. And we're going to create the stem. So we're going to add cylinder. I'm going to set my vertices to 5 and I'm going to scale it down. Next, I'm just going to rotate and extrude until I'm happy with the shape of the stem. Something like that works. Next, select them both and press Ctrl J to join them together. You can set these faces to smooth. That way the auto smooth applies to the stem. And then the final step is going to be coloring. What we're going to do is go to material and press new. And under the base color, we're going to add an image texture and open up the texture you want to use to color it with. If you guys don't know how to texture your items, check out my other tutorials on that. Real quickly, I'm just going to pull open one of the textures that I use. A good website for this is lospec.com. They have really good textures. I use gradients to texture mine. So once you have it open, you can see here, we're going to go to UV editing and you see our color palette's already there. So what we're going to do is go to the x-axis in orthographic mode and we're going to press U to unwrap and we're going to project from view. If you zoom in, you can see our pumpkin's UVs are projected onto this image. From here, we're just going to drag it using G to whatever color we want our pumpkin to be and rotate it 90 degrees. So I want my pumpkin to be a nice gradient like this. You can go right here to see what the texture is going to look like. Next, I want the stem to be kind of a off color like this. Just a nice little gradient. And a bonus thing, you guys don't have to do it, but I select every other one on the gradient, every other ridge, I guess you would call it. And I just drag it a little further along the palette, and it really helps differentiate each section of the pumpkin and adds an extra bit of detail. So just scale it up more or drag it further along. You guys can see it creates makes them look different from each other. When you're done and happy with everything, you're ready to export it. Go ahead and click File, Export Wavefront or .obj, and export it. And you're ready to import it into Roblox. That's all for the basic 3D modeling a pumpkin tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.